Okay, screen visible hai? Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we were discussing, Hosseina, repeat the last lecture. What were the topics which we have discussed in the previous session?
So we have discussed about some command and about Red
All
Hat,
right.
like
Hmm.
uname command, etc.
Okay, uname have been discussed in the last session. What about
Yes,
PWD?
sir. Yes, sir. MKDIR, RMDIR, CD, they all are
All
done.
right. All right. CP command, copy, we have done. Remove. Okay, so in today's session, we will cover some more commands. RM for remove file. So let's have a look how it works over the Linux. So name of command is RM, it stands for remove file. Now the purpose of remove command, it is used for removing file and files. It can be remove single file and it is also capable for remove entire file resides in a single directory. And syntax of remove command, rm in small letter followed by the name of file or a location of file. We can provide two things as a parameter of remove command. If we are current work, if we are stay on current working directory, so we have to provide only the name of file. If you want to remove that file from current working directory, so we have to mention only the name of file. But if you want to remove a file from some other locations, so we have to a proper path. So let's have a look into different ways how to remove a file from current working directory and how to remove a file which are stored in some other locations. So I told you in the last session, if you are Windows user and if you want to run any Linux commands, so you have to press home plus R. It will show a run window. In run window, you have to type telnet and name of your IP, name of your Linux server. So 192.168.1.6, that is IP address of my Linux server, which are situated in lab. So we are going to connect from my window machine. Click on OK. It is connecting. Yes, we have connected. Give here credentials, your login ID and password. The cursor now blinking. That means we are connected. User account 1 and tilde. That means we are on current working directory. So let's check path first. PWD, we are stay on root followed by home followed by 1. ls-l, first of all, check is there any directory d1. Yes, so cd change directory space d1 ls command. Now there are some files existing on d1 directory. Let's check is there any directory of d2. cd space double dot will change your directory from current to parent. Again, we have on current working directory. Now let's check ls cd space d2. Taste. I think cp we have already done. Remove file. So let's remove taste file which are existing on D2 directory. So in graphically, around. So in graphical, the root directory, this is home directory under the root directory, and in home directory there are so many users exist. Let's suppose there is user named 1. In one user account there is two directory, D1 and D2. These are two directories existing on user account. And there is a file taste which existing on D2 directory. Structure. So there is a tree under the root directory. There is a home directory. There is one user account, and under one user account, D1 and D2, as I show by putting comma. Now in D2 directory there is a file named taste. Now the task is we want to remove that file. Now task is we want to remove what you have to do for removing any file which are stay in on which are resides on current working directory. So if you are stay on D2 directory, suppose let's check what is our location pwd. First we will clear the screen. It will show our current path where I am currently stay. So this is my current path, root followed by home followed by 1 followed by D2. So I am under the D2 directory. So graphically I am current D2 directory. Right? And working directory according to you. Want to delete or remove that is rm is the name of command followed by name of file test, because user exists on D2 directory. From D2 server, it is not rm followed by. Now press enter. Now as you reached on the next dollar prompt successfully, it shows that removed D2 directory. Is a problem during execution of this command, it will show some error message. So if there is no error message and your cursor blinking to the next dollar prompt, it will show that RM worked properly. There is no test file. Now we remove another file std.date. So space std student.date file. Now press enter. Again we have successfully reached on the next dollar prompt. Please check by putting ls command. Yes, we have removed successfully. Now in D2 directory, there is only single file named ss1.c. So in D2 directory, there is three files: taste, std.date, and another ss1.c. ss1.c. Have removed file from directory. So this one we have removed. Sorry. We have removed D2 directory. This is one example. If user exits from this current directory, is there is any multiple files, you can remove, and there is no need to provide a complete path from source to destination. But let's suppose belong to some subdirectories and subdirectory where in need of. So let's take an example. So from D CD is D1 check so files, right. Again we'll move. So tilde shows we are under user account 1. User are shifted from D2 to 1. This is the current position of user, which user exists on account 1. User account 1, and under 1 user account there is a directory D1, and under D1 there is so many files. Suppose as we run ls command, there is a file ss1.c student.date test2 vk1 vk2. So test from d1 directory. So test, let's suppose here is the test name of file. So this is the path, that is test belongs to d1 directory, d1 belongs to 1. So in that case, we have to provide the complete path of my file from where we want to remove. So the command will be followed. Command will be like that. Is followed by root under so this is the current working directory. So single dot shows that is user exists on current working directory. This is the current working directory. Now followed. So this is the complete relative command. Test file. So this is the way. This is the way we have to remove file, and we have to provide a relate. Now press and the cursor will move to the next new line. There is no error. That means rm command work properly. So rm command is working properly. So let's check. Test is the name of file. Is there belongs to the same directory d1 or not? So change d1, check ls. Uh, 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 there is no test file exists from. Again go to the CO. So current directory slash even directory slash test2. So again we have provide the path of test2 file which belongs to d1 directory, and d1 belongs to current directory. Yes, the file test2. That means remove command is working properly. Now cd space double dot cd d1 ls. There is 4 file rm space r. Okay, so this is the to execute rm command. Go on parent. Right. So our current position is root and home under 1. Yeah. So now you can understand how remove command execute in two different way. Whether you can give by provide to how to a file. So remove command work. Now the next command from one location to other location. If you want to move file from location to other location, used mv command followed source address and space parameter we have to provide to command. So from location and we have to pick source and we have to destination address. Stand in graphic. Let's check cd space d1. There is a file, suppose student.date student.date. Now we want to move that file which are under d1 directory into d2 directory. So here I want to move our file. So the source path will be 1 followed by d1 followed by event.date, and the destination path will be followed by the name of file. So cd space double dot. So we are on current working directory. So this is our current working directory 1. We have to pick file from d1 to student.date, and we have to paste on d2 directory. This is the work of move command. Two purpose of move command. If you want to change the file name, to rename the file or to move the file from one location to other. So command is mv followed by the source path. Now, if you are already exist on user account 1, that is the current working directory. So mention current working directory by putting single dot slash. There is a directory under current working directory 1. So dot slash d1 followed by the name of file which you want to rename or relocate. Space. So first we want to rename that file. I am not moving student.date file from source to destination. I want changing the name of file. So move dot slash d1 slash student.date dot slash d1 slash d2 slash student 1 dot dat. So this is the source path and this is the destination path. Our file will move from d1 directory named student.date and it will paste in d2 directory with a different name student1.date in d2 directory. So let's run it. Move space dot slash d1 slash student.date space dot slash d2 slash student1 dot date. Make enter. So move command will take student.date from d1 directory and it will move from this location to this location, and the next destination locations will be d2 directory and the file gets renamed std1.date. So let's have check whether std.date renamed with std1.date. So you have to check. In order to check, you have to move on d2 directory, cd space d2, put ls command. Yes, there is a file std1 student1.date which we have picked from d1 directory, but in d2 directory it is changed. So the moving of file from one location to other location, and to rename the file, we have given a file. We have given a command named mv. So in d2 directory we have changed it by student1.date. So we have done this task by using mv command. So now I hope you understand how mv command work. Now next is difference, DIFF, to find out difference between number of characters found in a file, right? Different command shows how many difference between a two characters. If file contain two characters, other file contain two characters, then there will be the difference of ASCII will be written. So difference command, output of difference command is the difference between ASCII of two characters. So let's move on practical how different file work. First we will clear the terminal and move to our parent directory. Now I am stay on current working directory. E1, there is a file, suppose ss1.c. Okay, let's open the content ss1.c. Oh, there is so many content. Let's create a file student vi student.date file from d1 student.date, insert I or insert mode and press a single character. Let's suppose now you shift call dq. That is the way of saving the file. If you have vi editor, then this is the way how to save a file. Escape shift colon plus wq. Now created student dot date. We have putting dot date here a single character. Now there is another file student1.date which are situated on D2 directory. So let's check in D2 directory. There is a file or not. The student one dot date is already there. We will remove student one dot date from here, and we another file student one dot date by using VI editor. Enter. Press mode. We are putting a single character B, and the ASCII character ASCII value of the B will be 98. Now save. Clear the screen. Now, if we look at in graphical way, we have student.date file under D1 directory having single character A, which having ASCII 97. Similarly, in student one dot date, there is a single character B, and the ASCII of B is 98. So difference command tells us the difference between two characters. Let's find out. CD space double dot. Again, we on our current working directory. So we have to provide path of different command. DIFF from current position. D1 is the name of directory having file student dot date. This is the source path dot slash D2 student dot date. This is the destination path. Right. So this is the output of difference command 1. So 98 minus 97, answer will be 1. So in student.date file, there is only single character. A is the content of student.date and B is the content of student1.date. And answer is 1. That means, so difference command always shows the difference value. So there is so many characters maybe exist in a single file and second other file. So character wise, it will show here. So this is the difference command. I hope you understand. Change mode. If a permission for a given file, let's change the suppose. Let's move on D1 directory. There is a file student.date. I want to check the default permission provided by Linux kernel. So to space student. This is the attributes which provided by ls command if you check line wise detail to a particular file. So here we have seen so many attributes are there. Starting of file attribute is has hyphen shows ordinary file. Let's understand one by one. This is the output of ls command. This is the section of permission, access permission. This is called access permission. Permission. So RW is having a sense like R means read permission, W means write permission, and X means execute permission. We want to change permission of honor group and other. We have read for if you want to if we have permission, we have to. I will show you, so don't be confused and don't worry. We will understand practically. 4 plus 2 plus 1, there is 7. So honor group and other. Honor group and other. There are three kinds of action: group and other. If you put honor as a 7, honor can have read permission, write permission, and execute permission. Suppose if we have honor as a 6, means if you provide the 6 digit to the honor, what does it mean? 4 plus 2, 6 means honor can read the permission, read the file, and honor can write to the file. This is the meaning of 6. So for honor, group, and other, we will provide a certain which would be a combination of 4 plus 2 plus. So let's suppose 6, 4, 4. 6, 4, 4. If we change mode 6, 4, 4 to a file, means we are giving permissions of honor. We are only read permission to group, and we are giving only read permission to other. 644 does this meaning. So RWX, RWX, and RWX. If you provide 777, means the entire permission by honor. Let's understand by example. This is the attribute access permission, which is default access permission provided by the kernel. If you want to change access mode, is the access permission mode, followed student dot date. Student dot date. I'm taking the permission mode to my file. Now again check ls dash date. Here we have activated some permissions. Execute. Now honor can read, write, and execute. Group can read, write, execute, and other can also read, write, execute. So in this way, you can change the permission to a single file or directory. So observe the output carefully. Before changing the mode 777, the student.date file having permission r2 dash dash, which means honor can read and write, but it is not eligible for execute the file. Group can only read and write permission, but again it is not eligible for executing the file, and other can have only single permission read. It is not easily eligible for writing and executing. But after changing the permission, we have provided the full permission to student.d. date. Now as you can see here, RWX, RWX, RWX. Owner can read, write, execute. Group can read, write, execute, and other can also read, write, execute. Right? So I hope you understand. This is the way how to change the permission for a file and a directory. Now the next command is grep and sed. Now this command, if you want from a given file, as you filter by using SQL query, so in the same, we want to records name a certain file, you have given a grep. So this is the syntax of grep. Grep command followed by the pattern, how you access the data from file, and file is the source file. So what we want to search and from where we want to search, we have to provide two things to a grep command. So let's grep command space. First of all, clear the screen. In graphically, we have created a student.date file, and here mention some detail in student.date file. Vi student.date for read to vi space student.date. This is the editor, vi editor, but it is in command mode. You cannot enter anything here. You cannot type anything here. So in order to type anything, you have to insert I from your keyboard. Now as soon as you enter I, you will be redirected from command mode insert mode, you can say. You as you are eligible to type in this file. So here PR Smith John connect, and I will save this file in this way. Now, I want to search in a file student.date whether it contains Smith or not. So let's perform grep space single double quote Smith, and the file name is student.date. So if student.date contain these criteria, it will show the record. Press enter. Yes, Smith is there. Now if whether John is available on student.date or not. Grep John space student.date. Press enter. Yes, John is there. Now I am giving some mistake here, and I am providing the criteria which will not satisfy in the student.date, like John full. So it will not show anything because John full is not exists on student.date. Okay, so this is the way how to filter or record from any file by certain criteria. So it also having so many parameters and the way of criteria by which you can write your query in different way. You have to go on depth, but till now just remember grep and set command is for filtering command. You have to record, you have to fetch record based on some pattern or criteria. You have to provide detail, pattern, and the name of file. Okay. So the next remaining command is the remaining commands are head, tail, cut, and short and bind. AWK. So rest command will be handled in the next session, so that you don't be confused.